So I finished Way of Kings last night, and it was an epic journey to the end. Like the Sander Lanch, as I was corrected, it's not the Sanderson Lanch, it's the Sander Lanch, is real. But yeah, from my thoughts on the book, it was so good. Like, I've read not a ton of fantasy, like the Lord of the Rings and things like that I've read in the past, but this is my first, my second set of books written by Brandon Sanderson. And he does exactly what he does in Mistborn, where it just kind of, he immerses you in this world, right? Like, this world is so unique, and there's little things that you're not really sure if they matter, like all of the women have their safe hand covered at any given time, and then they have a free hand that they can do stuff with. Like, it didn't play a big part in this book, and I don't know if it does in future books, but it was such a unique twist and something that, like, I don't know how he remembered to constantly add it in, and the magic was very scientific. It wasn't like, there's no overpowered people with just like, I have a giant dragon, you could kind of do what I want. The magic was really unique, and like the Sprens were a very interesting part of it. And as you follow these journeys of these folks throughout, it was just so engrossing, right? Like, you really invest, like, you're invested in Bridge 4. You're invested in Dalinar and making sure that he does the right things, which is why you're so mad when things don't work out for him, right? And Brandon Sanderson is a master of that. Like, I read 1,001 pages in 12 days, and I've never done anything like that before. And then I read 100 pages in an hour or 3 hours to finish it up. And then I picked up the next book and just started reading right away. I don't see a lot of authors that do that. Like, he has a way of making you completely and 100% invested in the story, right? And you feel like you're in this world and it's unique. And yeah, like, I highly recommend it. If you've never picked up a fantasy book, or especially like anything like epic, and you're like, 1,000 pages is too much, it's not. Because at the end of that book, I was like, it's not enough. It's like, I wanted to hear more about it. I wanted them to dive into a couple other things, which I'm sure they'll do in the next ones. But it's an investment, and it's just so awesome. And I highly recommend you picking them up.